Hello lovelies, and hello and welcome to tonight's call. I hope you have enjoyed the last two calls from last night and the night before. So Wednesday night was step one, and that was all about your motivation and why you want to become pregnant, and moving away from the energy that prevents you from becoming pregnant and moving towards the energy that will help you become pregnant. And yesterday was all about digging in, exploring and reflecting all those negative beliefs, all those self-limiting beliefs that you are holding in your body that are huge obstacles to you becoming pregnant. Now that you have moved towards the new energy that will help you become pregnant, what we're going to deal with tonight is your provocation, your drive, the pull that will help you, move you towards achieving the result that you want. And this is all about what is it going to take for you to get the results that you want. Now, a lot of people, they may start on whatever journey that they want to get the results that they want, but they always need a drive or something to actually really pull them towards that goal and that result, so that they can actually focus on that instead of focusing on the end result, which is to get pregnant. So what you want to focus on is what's actually making you what will actually make you do whatever it needs to take for you to get pregnant. Because halfway, like say if you work really hard and really committed and put in the effort, you can become pregnant in 12 weeks. So this is all about what is it going to take for you to actually complete that 12 weeks so that you can become pregnant. And we're going to really dig in deep in that. It's all about provocation. And it's, so to start off with, so you know the facts, so you know why you are taking these steps. Is because you are learning to heal your body by changing your mindset and by changing how you respond to different situations in life, by actually learning to master your energy, which means learning to master the way you think and the way you feel, so that you can send really positive, healthy, strong, vibrant, wonderful and amazing messages to the cells in your body that will help you heal it, and that will help you eliminate all the physical ailments that you are experiencing right now that are stopping you from becoming pregnant. So this is like the facts, and so I've given you the facts and why these works, why these methods work. And I've given you the scientific facts and I've given the spiritual facts. And if you're not quite too sure what they are, go back over the past two videos, and then you will be able to find out why these work, why these practices will work, and how they work and what we're actually doing. So what we are actually doing is teaching you how to change the way you think and the way you feel, so that you can tell your body exactly what you want it to do, so it can heal all the physical ailments in your body that are preventing you from becoming pregnant. And to do that, I went over a few questions. They are called meta questions. So they are deep thinking questions which, when they are applied to your body, they change the neuropathic pathway that occurs in your brain. So instead of you sending negative messages to your cells and to the proteins and the atoms that are in your body, what these questions do is they will get your brain switching into a new direction. So instead of being used to following your negative patterns, it'll start switching and learning to follow the new positive beliefs and thoughts and emotions that you are sending to them. So it's switching your body from releasing all the negative thoughts and emotions that you have been sending them, to switching to the positive emotions and feelings that you're sending them. And it's changing the neuropathic pathways in your brain so it can actually do that, because there is a part of your brain, it's called the executive brain, that makes all the decisions that are in your life. Now, what happens is that if your negative beliefs are more dominant in your life, which means that you are continually focusing on them, your energy is continually focusing on them, then your brain will always default to those messages and will always continue doing what it's doing, which is harming you. Now, when you ask these questions to your brain and to your body, it'll start changing, it'll start creating different chemical reactions in your body, and it'll start getting used to your positive messages, that you send them through your positive thoughts and your positive emotions. So this is why these questions are helping you dig deep into helping you change your body and to finding out what kind of negative beliefs, what kind of beliefs that you are holding in your body that are stopping you from becoming pregnant. Now, in tonight's questions, there's some really deep questions that you really have to ask yourself. And the first one is, am I going to make the change? Now, for some of you, you're on this program, but are you willing to do the practices? Are you willing to listen to the videos and to actually apply all the expansion tasks, all the tasks that I want you to complete so that you become pregnant? So are you going to do that? Are you going to make the change that you actually need to do to become pregnant? So you really have to dig deep and think about whether you actually want to do that, or do you want to carry on doing what you're actually doing. So do you want to stay the way that you are, or do you want to make a change so you can actually really do become pregnant? And the next thing is, do I have the courage to do that? Do you have the courage to actually make these changes? Because these changes are all about changing the way you think, changing the way that you believe, changing the thought patterns that have been held in your body for since you were a child. And so what you're actually doing is breaking through the emotional, the spiritual, the mental, the physical and the etheric beliefs and obstacles that are preventing you from becoming pregnant. Now, once you fix those, once you release all those from your body, you will become pregnant, because your body would have changed and because your body would be working in a different manner. So the question I want to ask you is, do you have the courage to do that? Do you really have the courage to make these changes? And the next question is, do I choose to believe that I can make this change? So you're asking your body, so you're actually in the position you were for the past 2 nights, you're back in relaxing, breathing in and asking your body, do I choose to believe that I can make this change? Because that's another big obstacle that will prevent you from becoming pregnant, is the belief that you can actually make the change. Now, the biggest obstacle behind that would be, do you feel or do you think that you are worthy enough to become pregnant? Do you think that you are worthy enough to be a mother? Do you think that you are worthy enough to be a father? Now, from my point of view, I would say definitely you are worthy, more than you can ever realise. You are worthy to become a pregnant. You are worthy to become a mother. You are worthy to become a father. So from I believe that you are. Now, the thing is here, do you believe that? Do you believe that you can make the change? And if you've answered the other 2 questions as a yes, then I do believe that you can make a change. I do believe that you have the courage to do it. And I do believe that you can make the change. And I am sending lots of love and light to you, so that is happening, so that you do want to make the change, and you do have the courage, and you believe that you can make this change. And I am supporting you and helping you, and want to do as much as I can for you to actually respond in a positive way to these questions, because right now you may not think that you do have the courage, or you may not think that you believe that you do have that you can make the changes, but I can help you switch that so that you can believe that you can make this change. Because remember, you are a beautiful light spiritual being, so you can do anything that you want. You can have anything you want. you really want to have a baby, you can have a baby. And it's regardless of your age, it's regardless of what obstacles that you have in it, you can do that. And I wholeheartedly believe that, and I've seen it, I've experienced it, and I've helped many women become pregnant. Even to the point where I've helped one of my family members who was pregnant, and during her pregnancy she had cancer, and so we helped her through that pregnancy, and she gave birth to a beautiful little boy, and she transitioned. She decided to take another journey just after a few months after he was born. So she did get what she wanted, because she wanted to have her baby before she transitioned back into the non-physical. And so that was a really amazing experience, because we are working with a mum, a baby, and then the energy of the cancer. So just working with those three energies was really, really amazing, and it was really a huge experience for me, because then I got to learn about how the body can actually do some amazing things, and it's really amazing what you can teach your body to do. So I do believe that you can make this change, and if you really want to, and if you're committed to, which is the next question, how will I know that I am committed? So if you begin this journey, how will you know that you're going to commit to do everything whatever it takes for you to get pregnant? And so for you to make that decision, you really have to understand what's entailed. And so what's entailed is actually doing the practices every day. It's actually changing your routines. It's actually doing different things that you would normally do in your life. You would be changing your whole routines. You would be changing your mindset. You would be changing the way you feel, the way you think. And you'll be changing that to the way that you are in a state of happiness and joy and excitement, instead of worry, stress, anger and frustration. So the big results are huge, because you will be shifting from one identity to another. You will be creating a whole new identity, a whole new environment, so that you can prepare yourself to become pregnant. And then once you're pregnant, then you can prepare yourself and your environment and for your baby when that comes. So this is a huge commitment. And once you want to really think about what's actually involved in you becoming pregnant, then you can make a decision if you really want to do that or not. So those are tonight's 3 questions. Am I going to make the change? Do I have the courage to do it? And do I choose to believe that I can make this change? And how will I know that I am committed? And you ask your body these beautiful questions, and your body will give you the answers. Now, the next part of this is the co-creation. And this is all about finding out what do I have to make this happen. So once you know that you are committed, once you know that you can make the change, and once you know that you're going to, and that you have the courage to do it, then you have to think about what do I have to make this happen. Now, the only thing that you really need to have are your commitment, the effort, the courage, and your consistency to actually make sure that you carry out and you apply all these practices that I will teach you in your life, because you're going to be changing, like I said before, your identity and your environment, so that you can prepare yourself, your new self, and you can create the identity you want, and you can create the environment that you want for you, your baby, and your family. So that's a big, huge question. What do I have to make this happen? And that's really all you need to do. All you need to have to actually begin and start with, because everything else just falls into place, is your commitment, your effort, and the belief in yourself that you can do this. And like I said, and I'm going to keep encouraging you, that you can become pregnant, and you do have the courage, and you can do this, regardless of what anybody has told you, and regardless of what you believe from the past, because these practices will be changing those. And the next thing, what do I have that supports me to make this change? So who's around you to support you to actually make these changes? Now, here's the big thing about this. Once you start making these changes, your energy will change, which means that you will be vibrating at a higher energetic level, which means that the people around you will suddenly disappear, or they may not be around you much because they will be at a lower vibrational frequency. They will be at a lower frequency, which means that they will not be able to be around you because of your high frequency. Because when people are at a low frequency, they are usually sad, worried, angry, stressed, frustrated, depressed, all those kinds of things. Now, when you actually put these practices into place, you won't be vibrating at the frequency anymore. You'll be vibrating at a higher one, which means that you will not want to be around people who have a low vibration, and especially when you're pregnant, because your baby is always at a high vibration, even after they are born. They have a high frequency because they have a pure frequency. So your baby and you will be vibrating at a very high frequency. So you have to make sure that you are going to be around people that really support the changes that you're going to make and be able to deal with what happens when you do make these changes, because a lot of wonderful, beautiful, amazing things will happen. But the most important thing that you have to focus on is you and your baby, regardless of what happens around you. So you and your baby will be the main focus of achieving the results that you need of becoming pregnant. And once you have your focus on you and your baby, then you will be able to make everything happen, and you will be provided with everything that you actually need to get pregnant, carry full term, and then heal yourself and return your body back to normal, back to the state that you were before you were pregnant. Now the thing is, what do I need? So what do you need to do to implement these practices in your life? Well, it's all about the tools. You need a plan, which we can help you with, and the tools, the strategy, skills and knowledge to keep you on track and focus so that you can achieve your results. But the main thing is you've got to remain committed to your vision, and your vision will be all about you and your baby, and you and your pregnancy, and regardless of what other people will actually do around you. So that will be your main vision and your main focus and your main commitment, and you have to decide whether you actually want to do that. Now these are some big huge steps that you can make if you really want to get the results that you want. And the last 3 videos have been a lot to actually process and a lot to really understand. So those are the main questions for tonight, and tomorrow night I am going to go over the last two more parts, and then Sunday night will be another part, and then Monday night we're going to put all these steps together so you can actually do these steps all in one session. So what I'm doing right now with these videos is just breaking down each step so that you know exactly what you have to do, and that so that you can really dig deep and find out everything you need to know from these questions, find out all the answers to these questions, and then on Monday night I will take you through the whole process so that you can do this in one session, and so that you can get all the answers that you need all together. And then I'm going to teach you how you can release these self-limiting beliefs from your body, and how you can replace all those negatives that you released with beautiful, abundant, happy, positive beliefs that will kickstart your pregnancy journey. So Monday night's going to be a bit long because I'm going to actually take you through the whole process, and it's going to, the process, depending on how you are, it takes about an hour, and it depending on how relaxed you are, and you're just taking your time, because with this process you're actually taking your time so you can actually dig in deeper and find out exactly what is stopping you from being pregnant. And these questions are what we call meta questions, and what they do is they change the neural pathways in your brain so that you are teaching your brain that, hey, I don't want to be in the position I'm in anymore. I want to make some changes. And so you are training your brain to actually accept the new beliefs, accept the new messages that you are going to be given it, and keep those messages embedded with it so it doesn't revert back to the old beliefs that you actually released. So I'm going to take you through that whole process so that doesn't happen, so that every time you may have a bit of doubt or a bit of fear, I'm going to teach you how to actually, that can be stopped, because that may happen, it may not, but I will teach you a technique that we can use to help you so that if it doesn't happen, you can actually just acknowledge it and just release that very, very quickly without that being embedded back in your body. So that's all about the neural pathway changes that I'm going to teach you about, and I'm going to teach you about that on Monday after we're explaining all the other 2 steps. There's 2 more steps to go, and then I will teach you the whole process together. Okay, lovely, so that is about it. So I hope you have been doing step 1 and 2, because this is step 3, and we've got step 4 and step 5, and step 6 is going to be the whole process, and that will be the end of our program. And in step 6 I will talk to you about what you can do from here and how I can actually support you further. So I hope this has been of value to you. If it has, please let me know, and if you have any questions, just pop them down below and I will answer them as soon as I see your message. Have a beautiful evening or day or afternoon wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.